So hey everybody, this is me Raman Kritik. Welcome to my channel. If you're new to this channel, please go and subscribe my channel and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more updates. So as we know, we are putting on Harry Potter series about their hidden details and all. So there are lots of hidden details in the entire series of 8 films. In that, today we are going to see about 10 hidden details from the Prisoner of Azkaban. So Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban sees the franchise start to take a darker turn. This is often very underrated film within the series. However, it is one of the strongest movies of the lot, and it is jam packed with hidden details and Easter eggs that many fans end up missing. So the film is full of amazing moments from Lupin's first appearance and the teaser's beginning for Lord Voldemort's official return. There is a lot going on. Because of that, it is very easy to see why many of these moments have slipped through the cracks. So, whether it be fun hidden details or accidental moments that weren't meant to be shown, the film is full of secrets. Within this list, will um, we will see the hidden details that you didn't know about the third installment into the Harry Potter world. So the the first in my list is Professor Trelawney's prediction. Professor Trelawney is one of the Hogwarts teacher that rarely appears in the movies. However, when she does, the movies showcase her to be slightly crazy and someone who isn't great at nailing her prediction. Yet, during Prisoner of Azkaban, she gets one absolutely spot on. In the film, she tells Harry that the Dark Lord, that is Voldemort, will rise again. And while it takes another movie to happen, she is correct. She also says that a servant who has been changed for 12 years will help, which turns out to be right as well. Peter Pettigrew has been Ron's rat for that length of time, and he plays a key role in making Voldemort rise once again. And the next in the list is the punch. One of the most epic non-magical moments from Prisoner of Azkaban comes when Hermione Granger ends up nailing Draco Malfoy straight in the face with a mean punch. The moment looks incredibly realistic, and that's because it was. This was originally meant to be a slap in the face, but director Alfonso Cuarón decided to change it uh, to punch and didn't let Tom Felton know. In the end, Hermione smashed Draco in the face legitimately, while it was likely an accident on her part. It was it still was a real punch in the face, which is likely why this movement looks so great. And the next in our list is the fat suit. Sometimes something else that many people aren't aware of uh, from Prisoner of Azkaban is that Harry Melling, who played Dudley Dursley, had to wear a fat suit throughout the filming of this his scenes. He had to add the suit underneath his costume to in order to make sure he looked the part. The Melling had actually lost a lot of weight in between the second and third movie, which meant that the makeup team had to work hard in order to make things seem consistent. The facial prosthetics and the fat suit ensured that he looked as consistent as possible in comparison to the previous movies. So, let's go to the next. Before going to the next, please comment me down below which was your favorite hidden detail in this movie. So the next is the chocolate. Throughout the Prisoner of Azkaban, Professor Lupin can be seen munching on some chocolate. He gives it to Harry in their first meeting after he is attacked by a dementor as a way of calming him down. He does this again later in the film, and seemingly always has some on his person. This is because Lupin is addicted to chocolate, and this was done to show him doing everything to stop the werewolf coming out to play. The reason for this is that chocolate is toxic to dogs, and therefore, constantly eating it was his hope to make sure that he didn't turn as often. So the next in the list is honoring J.K. Rowling's family. A memorable scene from Prisoner of Azkaban is, of course, the night bus. The scene is a tremendous one that has some terrific CGI, but a lot. But what a lot of people don't know is why the driver and the conductor are named Ernest and Stanley. Well, these aren't just random names plucked out of a hat. Instead, they pay homage to J.K. Rowling's family, with the names being Rowling's maternal and paternal grandfathers, Ernie Rowling and Stanley Vollant. It's a subtle nod that many people won't have known, but it is a nice way for Rowling to give back to her family and honor them. So the fifth in my list is Stephen Hawking. This is a two for one, as this one scene features not just one but two hidden details that many have missed. Taking place inside the leaky cauldron, you can see a wizard mixing his drink while reading a book. It is a quick scene that cuts past him, seemingly unimportant. However, take a look at the book being read. It is actually a book by none other than Stephen Hawking. On top of that, the person who's playing the wizard is a hidden detail as well. The man acting is known as Ian Brown, who is the lead singer of the rock band Stone Roses. So let's go to the next in my list is microphone mistakes. While no film is perfect, mistakes such as the microphone packs being visible are not often spotted in major franchises like Harry Potter. However, in this movie, that is exactly what happens with Hermione and Harry when they use the time turner to go back and save the Buckbeak. It is something most people thankfully miss, but the packs are visible as they bulge out the back of their shirts, which is especially noticeable when they are creeping around the pumpkin patch in the Hagrid's garden, trying to untie the creature. And the third and the next in my list is Buckbeak Pooh. Buckbeak plays a major role within this movie, but there are still things about the CGI creature that fans have missed. One of those is the fact that Hippogriff is actually takes a poo during the movie, something that they actively added to the film. The moment happens just before Buckbeak heads towards Harry during the lesson, and because most people are watching for what might go down between them, they miss it. The reason for this was simply because the writers wanted to make Buckbeak feel as realistic as possible. This is the way they achieved it. And the next in my list is the end credit scene. While this isn't exactly an MCU level of end credit scene, it is a cheeky moment that most fans will have missed. After all, when credits begin to roll, most people head out of the cinema, don't see the details that are often added into the final moments of the film. The In Prisoner of Azkaban, the movie end credits utilize the Marauder's map, following the footsteps of different people to reveal who was in the film. However, one cheeky moment sees two sets of footprints very closer together in a hidden corner. with this being a wink to the adults watching about what might be happening. And the last in my list is Newt Scamander. Speaking of the Marauders map, the cheeky end credits scene isn't the only hidden details fan missed from the movie. Earlier in the film, when Harry Potter opens up the map, lots of different people can be seen roaming around Hogwarts. While he focuses on an interesting name that he had thought was dead, there is another name that should catch Potterhead's eyes. That is Newt Scamander, who appears to be in Hogwarts. Of course, now Fantastic Beast has been made. Fans are aware of who he is, and the fact is, he is friends with Albus Dumbledore. But it is fun that they put him in during the original series. So with this, thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to click on that bell icon to get more updates. So for other series also, I have made videos like this, the hidden details. So please do watch it, like, share, and subscribe.